Yes, let's get to LA straight away. Lizo Mzimba is with, well, you can see for yourself, a man with a very shiny statue, Lizo.
Absolutely, I'm with the actor Mark Rylance, tonight's Best Supporting Actor for the film Bridge of Spies, the Cold War drama. How does it feel to have won, Mark?
Amazing, yeah, amazing. It's a very iconic award, isn't it? And as an actor to win an Academy Award is something very unusual and so very pleasing.
You paid tribute to your other nominees, saying how difficult it must have been to choose between them. Everyone seemed to think Sylvester Stallone was going to win for his performance as Rocky Balboa nearly 40 years after his first nomination. Was it a surprise to you when they read your name out?
Yes, it was. I'd heard the same thing, and Sylvester, you know, has had a long career as an actor, doing physical drama and thrillers and things like that, which give people an enormous amount of pleasure. So I was seeing absolutely every reason why he should be celebrated for this return to this incredible Rocky character that he made back when I was a teenager. But also Christian and Tom and Mark gave incredible performances. But then I know also from the Golden Globes and the BAFTAs and other awards I've been in, Idris Elba, Paul Dano, so many actors have given wonderful performances this year. I don't know how you judge that one is better or best than another. It's not a sport, it's a craft or an art form. But I also, you know, I must say, when I go to the cinema these days, the very small performances are often some of the most moving. And these are very difficult things to do, to come in just for a day or a line or even a look. No one even knows your name on the set. And to be credible and real, and you might be acting with Tom Hanks or whoever, and the plot might really depend on you being real. Those actors are rarely celebrated, so I was thinking of them as well.
You've won, I think, 2 Olivier's, 3 Tony Awards. How does this compare?
This is a lot heavier. This is a lot heavier and shinier. They say it's gold. I don't know if it is or not, but this also, I don't know, films reach so many people, don't they? And I so love film acting, and some of the older actors in film have made such an impression on me. But I also know there are many great film actors who've never received an Academy Award. Cary Grant never won an award. Marilyn Monroe was never even nominated. So I don't think it's the determiner of whether you're a good film actor or whether your film is good. It's in the end, it's a marketing device, which is very enjoyable. But
you spoke in your speech about how you'd always loved storytelling and how you thought Steven Spielberg was one of the master storytellers, of course, the director of Bridge of Spies. What is it about his work that particularly attracted you? Because you're working with him again, just finishing the Roald Dahl adaptation, the BFG.
Well, he's one of these artists who loves what he does very much, but he thinks about the audience all the time. He's always thinking, what do they know, what shouldn't they know, how far can I take them into confusion before I reveal something. He's very conscious of the audience, and that's something I notice in good directors. Even ones who want to provoke and challenge an audience, it's for the audience that we do these stories. They need to be based on truth, and they need to express a more diverse truth, as Chris Rock and the other people have been pointing out, than perhaps they have been expressing. Not just about minority culture, but I think about women. That's the biggest issue, is that most of these stories are led and made by men, and yet half the population is female. And why is that? So there's a lot of. It's an interesting time, I think, to be entering film and television for women and for people from minorities. There's change afoot, and you know, a wider story needs to be told.
What was your reaction to how Chris Rock dealt with the diversity issue tonight, and what was the atmosphere like inside the actual Dolby Theatre?
Well, he's an incredibly funny man, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant, and it was a display, actually, of one of the geniuses of black culture in America. If you think of all the great black comics who've been fearless in tackling this issue. But when he talks about people hanging from trees, and that's why they didn't care much about whether someone won cinematography, you partly laugh and you partly think, I want to cry, or I'm not sure I want to be laughing at this. I think it's not just Hollywood that he's responding to, of course. It's also to do with the killings of people by police and the the number of African Americans who are in prison. There's a deep issue that needs still to be addressed. And of course, England, we were the ones who brought so many African slaves over here, so it's an issue that affects us as well. But hopefully, the beginning of things getting better is people being honest about it. And Chris did an amazing job to be able to be honest and be funny. That was remarkable.
And finally, a very busy time for you. You're busy doing Nice Fish in New York. You've taken a day off just to come over here for this. For such a special day, who did you choose to bring along and support you?
Oh, I brought my lovely wife and my daughter Juliet with me.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
You must be extremely proud of what happened tonight.
So bursting with pride, actually, yes. Yeah, we are.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. It was. We never thought it was going to happen, actually, this time, did we?
No,
I was very surprised.
You thought it was going to be Sylvester Stallone too?
I did, actually, yes. And very reasonably. But it was wonderful.
It was a good thing I took up boxing a few months ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the party right now over there, so hopefully we'll have a bit more news from later this evening. Thank you so much for talking to us. Congratulations, Mark, and best of luck with the play on Broadway for the rest of your run.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Mark Rylance, the winner of Best Supporting Actor for the film Bridge of Spies, talking to us about his win here at the Oscars tonight. One of the British members of talent who've actually done so well at tonight's ceremony.